Step 59, frozen transfer induced cycle. Induced frozen embryo transfer cycle indicated in women who do not have a natural ovulation. For example, in women with PCOS. Here, it's very similar to your natural cycle because your own hormones prepare your endometrial lining for implantation. That's why it has got very good success rate. But you need to induce the ovulation. What happens here is you have a menstrual period. Then you induce the ovulation using either letrozole or Clomid. Let us say if you're using letrozole, you use 1 tablet of letrozole from the second day to day 6 for 5 days. Then stop the letrozole. Then you start monitoring the hormone levels. So you monitor FSH, LH, estradiol, and progesterone levels. Here our job is to check if you are ovulating, if you're surging LH hormone, and to detect exactly of the peak of the LH hormone, and to check if your estradiol levels going up and down after the surge, and to check if you have a progesterone shift, which means your progesterone is increased after the ovulation. Once we detect the surge of LH, we count 7 days and plan embryo transfer. We confirm whether this is actual peak of the LH by waiting for another blood test to check if your progesterone is shifted. If your progesterone is shifted and LH is decreased, estradiol is decreased, then we count 5 days. These two parameters should agree with each other in order to decide exact day for embryo transfer. The most optimal day is right in the middle of implantation window, which is 7 days after the LH surge or 5 days after the progesterone shift. If, for example, if you do letrozole with 1 tablet, if you don't have an ovulation, then you can cancel the cycle, and next month you can increase the dose of letrozole to 2 tablets, 5 milligrams, for example. Similarly, either you can use a Clomid instead of letrozole for induced frozen embryo transfer cycle. There's a modified version where you induce once you see a large follicle on ultrasound scan and increase in estradiol levels. Instead of waiting for LH surge, you can trigger with Ovidrel or Pregnal and then do embryo transfer 7 days after. For that, you don't need to check progesterone shift. So that's simply in terms of you don't need to do lots of blood tests to confirm this LH surge and progesterone shift. In this cycle, also you use the progesterone support. You normally use few days before embryo transfer. Again, like natural frozen cycle, induced cycles have a higher chance of success because they utilize your own natural hormones to prepare endometrial lining. Indeed, you need to have a scan in the middle of your cycle to confirm there's a large follicle and endometrium is more than 7 millimeters. It involves letrozole or Clomid for 5 days, blood test monitoring, and ultrasound scan, at least 1 ultrasound scan in the middle of your cycle, and progesterone support.